Take another step if you wish to lose your head.
Right, Sylv, like, yo, what a fantastic fight, okay? Though I feel like it was extremely short, it was a really good fight. But before I dive into it, hit that subscribe button for the tbate content. I review tbate every 2 weeks. Appreciate it. You know, the more the series goes on, the more I grow a big fandom. Maybe I can do it weekly, but until then, let's get it. We start off with chapter 192, where it's Arthur versus Jaggerat. And the fight is pretty damn intense, with Jaggerat seemingly being able to control plants and has like a corrosive ability. And Arthur, you know, is measuring her and not sure what he's about to get himself into, but she's really capable right off the bat, with Arthur getting serious and being able to freeze most of her plants and getting close to her. But the second he does, she immediately lets out like this steam type smoke that I guess is a part of her like corrosive ability, and starts choking Arthur down, like to the point where his mana starts to deplete. Now Arthur is forced to use Static Void like really early on, and he gets a good strike on her, tearing her mask off, and like Jaggerat starts to like wild out. Apparently like beauty is like a really extreme thing for her. I don't know if it has to do more like she used to be a beautiful woman and now she isn't, and maybe it's because of her abilities or something like that, but she starts freaking out, especially when Arthur asks her, you know, if she's at least a scythe, and she basically lets him know that she's not a scythe. There is somebody above her that she's quite jealous of, but Arthur uses this time like, okay, she's freaking out, let me get a good attack in. Puts Delon's Valor inside of her, but it doesn't really like take her out. Like, you know, he's trying to freeze her to take her out, but she's good, and Arthur ends up like in a really bad situation where his mana is even lower. So he's forced to use Burst Step once again, and he does an extreme amount of damage on her, but she's still not gone. And you know, she's able to grab him with one of her plants and sling him, and Arthur looking like he's about to lose this fight, even though like it's kind of neck and neck, but he was running low, he might have lost. Like his mana stores were extremely depleted. And then Sylv comes in, and you know, Arthur is able to propel Jaggerat into the sky. Sylv catches her, he makes an ice spike on the bottom, and Sylv throws him down for the assist and the kill. The chapter ends with Arthur passing out, but I'll say I can't believe such an early fight has Arthur like really stressed. And I don't know the power scaling. I know a lot of you guys who read already know what the power scaling is here, but I thought Arthur was scythe level. Like I thought Arthur had to be scythe level. Like you got scythes and you got lances. So I thought like it was a little bit of an equal grounding there, but I don't know, man. It's looking real skeptical because Arthur kind of went all out here, and it was a short fight, but bro was not prepared for this. So that leads us into 193, where we get this the captain elf guy. Sorry, I don't remember his name, but he really annoys the shit out of me. But he's basically trying to figure out what's going on in this forest, and you know, kind of looking for Arthur. They stumble upon the battle scene where Arthur fought Jaggerat, and there are some soldiers in the vicinity who are close that got hurt, and you know, the captain's like really like, he's really like a kind of a, not a narcissist, but he's a little bit of a selfish narcissist. Like bro's really worried about himself and what kind of reward he'll get. So he tells one of his soldiers to go get Arthur, and you know, the soldier dives in and gets his leg cut off. Insane. Apparently Jaggerat's body has spells that like automatically protect her even in death. And the soldier said like, yeah, Arthur told us not to get close, and the captain starts wilding like, wait, he's up. And Arthur's like, yeah, I've been up, but I didn't tell you to do nothing. You chose to do this yourself. I mean, you got your soldier killed. And the captain decides to go into himself to, you know, get to Arthur to retrieve his body, and he's kind of like laying into Arthur at the same time, like, you need to come back with me now so we can talk to the council. And Arthur was like, bro, like, yo, I can't even stay conscious right now. Like, I don't have time to be responsible for you and making bad decisions. Like, I didn't tell you to do anything. You should have talked to your soldiers. That's me saying it. You should have talked to your soldiers as soon as they, you know, you got there. But as soon as he steps up, Sylv tells that man, you better back up. And the captain and all the soldiers are kind of shocked that Sylv can talk. But, I mean, no surprise here. But Arthur shows like how casually, even in his weakness, he's way stronger than this captain. Steps right past him, is able to freeze Jaggerat all the way up to the point where, you know, she can't use any of her automatic spells, and tells the captain, I told you I got something to do. take this body back to the council. I got other matters to attend to. And it seemed like the captain fell in line in the end. So maybe he has a little bit more respect for Arthur, like even in his weakened state. But yeah, that's pretty much the chapter. So if I had to rate 192 when it first came out, it was a really good fight. I'd probably rate it 7.5. And in this chapter, a little short, I'd probably give it a 6.5. I did like the Jackarette stuff, but the captain's a little annoying. But you know, I will say the art is good. I don't think we ever need to worry or complain about art ever again in the series. But yeah, guys, I'm very excited to see what happens next. I want to see where Arthur goes. I would love to see the reaction from the council on Jackarette and her body and how much she pushed Arthur. Very good, insightful stuff. And shout out to Syl for the W, man. She kind of low key carry Arthur in the fight. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for this week. I'll see you in 2 weeks, towards the end of November. Hope you're enjoying the tbate content, and see you in the Discord.